Upcycle with me tutorial. Welcome back to the channel, my human stars. Today is another Upcycle with me episode. Here on my channel I upload all content about sustainable fashion, just living like this holistic lifestyle through our clothing, and that influences like our food and the choices that we make of the activities and like how we care for the planet and the environment and all that good stuff. And today it's really exciting because I have tie-dyed this entire outfit and it came out so well. I literally just used the leftover from onion skins, which is a great way for like hashtag zero waste, and I also used curcuma, which is turmeric, and then baking soda, and that baking soda changed the pH, which made it more reddish. I'm just gonna jump right into the tutorial because I know that's what you're here for. This like plain white boring white tee. This white tee I actually got from the Denim Festival, and it was the brand Upcycled, so I'm gonna write their link right in the description. It's so not sponsored, by the way. It's because it's a really good brand that is using recycled cotton. And then I have this like pants that I got from Depop, and just so you know, like this is in itself a sustainable look because A, it was sourced from an upcycling brand, and 2, it was secondhand. So if you're ever wondering what is a sustainable look, it's pretty much that. Brands that are like caring about where the materials are coming from and looking back at the supply chain to make sure it is recycled or from clothing that is not ending up in a landfill. The best ways to use your onion skin is for natural dyeing, and so save your onion skin. Try to save up a lot, or I think you could also just just save up a lot of your onion skin, and then when you have a good batch of the skins, place them in a pot, add water, and then let it simmer for about 2 to 3 hours, and then let it rest. Let it come to room temperature for about an hour until it gets to room temperature pretty much. And then as that simmers, we're gonna move on to the turmeric, which is pretty easy. So I heated up water, I added 3 tablespoons of turmeric, I added the water on top, move it around, stir it around, and then once it's stirred well, add in about 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and the baking soda is gonna change the pH and make it this reddish orange color, which is what we want because the yellow and then the pink I feel are gonna come out not as strong, especially if you're using cotton as the material of your clothing. So now that the colors are ready, I recommend for you to like transfer them into these bottles. Luckily my mom had these, so I took them from her. I'm not giving it back. So now I'm going to show you how I folded the clothing. I really wanted to do the spiral technique. To get the spiral technique, you pinch the middle and lift it up a little bit. Pinch and then lift and turn. Pinch, lift, and turn, and that's what I kept doing. And then slowly I just like started to like move the clothing in a spiral and like pat it together into like this spiral circular shape. And then I started to add the elastic band. So with the elastic band, it keeps the clothing tight, but then it also works as like a way to let me know where to add like the different colors to make it more interesting and more like tie-dye technique. By the way, I did not wash the clothing, it's dry. When it comes to like natural dyes, you have to like pre-wash the clothing, add alum, add some form of mordant to help the fabric absorb the color better, which then improves the light fastness. But I wanted to be like a kid and be like, let me try it, I want to do it. Follow the steps and know the rules, because if you want to do this professionally, it's important that you know this information. But if you just want to like try a new recipe, sometimes we don't always follow the recipe. Like I know whenever I'm cooking, I don't follow everything that they suggest. Like add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, I might just add 10. So do that when it comes to like tie-dyeing with natural dyes. Like I am telling you pretty much my recipe, but you could always tailor it to how you want it to turn out. On a fun way to get into it and start off your exploration of tie-dyeing with natural dyes, I feel these. But by the way, this is only if you wanted like natural dye professionally. If you want to keep it like homemade like I did, it's pretty much this simple. Use materials at home and then just like pour a ton of the my onion skin and my turmeric solution. And now once I finish adding the color, I let it rest for 2 to 3 hours before removing the elastic. By the way, I am not cutting the elastic because if you cut it, then you can't reuse the elastic, so make sure to just remove it. And look how good it looks! You have to try this tutorial. This is such a fun and cool and easy way to upcycle our clothing, because look how cool it looks, and you did it at home with like materials that you already have, and you don't even have to like spend extra on it. Need to see the pants. Look how amazing it looks! Oh, stars, I am so happy with the results. Okay, I want to wear it right now, but it's still wet, so I'm gonna let it dry. And then wear it. Ta-da! And this is the result, the end result, of course. So the red did go away because I realized that after I left it out to dry, I needed to wash it. And when you wash it, a lot of like the residue comes off, and because the residue of the baking soda came off, the red turns more into like an orangey yellow, which I'm still very happy with because it really blew my expectations. I didn't expect it to come out this good. And then this is the end result. So the residue did make the color change because I had to wash it because it had all that baking soda still left there, and that's what made the pH of it look more red orange. But then actually it came out to like this yellow orangey, which I'm still very happy because it is my favorite color. Are you seeing the print? Like, wow. My mood right now is wanting to go outside and just like wear my outfit because I am so happy with this tie-dye, and it's so on trend. I feel like I've seen it like all over social media saying that, so I feel like I should go for a coffee run. But before I do, I just want to wish you guys a beautiful day. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me on my Instagram for more sustainable fashion content, and my stars, I am wishing you a beautiful day. I will see you next time. Make sure to give a video a like, comment below your favorite part of this process. I know it was a short video, but I wanted to keep it simple because I know you're here pretty much for the tutorial and like to try and learn something new, as I always try to do in my videos, just to like try to educate about sustainable fashion and like simple upcycling techniques that you can try at home. And yeah, and also, by the way, if you're super into TikTok, this is an easy this is an easy fashion DIY that you can upload on TikTok.